This truck came from Cobar on a load of scrap to John Colby's scrapyard in Horsham, and I was out at a transport depot one day and Will Cutter was there and he was asking about an F800 Ford, and I asked about an I190 or a Diamond T, and Colby said he's got one of each around there, so I went out and checked it out, and I started driving an R190 for Bob Watson in Dimboola in 1968, so these R190s were popular in the 50s and the 60s, and if you was driving an R190 in that area, you was driving the top of the range International at the time, International trucks, and it was exciting to get this truck and bring it home, and 13 years later I've finally got it out and we'll be able to drive it down the road. Brian Lewis is here today. He came around to have a look at the 90. Brian started driving 90s for Morecambe's and down the other side of Beaufort, and as he said, he was about 18 when he started driving, so Brian, you can say a few words.
A great old unit, one of the best on the road at the time, you know. I found out first I was disappointed because it wouldn't go. I couldn't get it to, get power, and anyway, I found out if you took it up to the top revs, red line, in every gear, it'd go like anything. You just had to get those revs up. And once you got them up, it would go, wouldn't it? And
some of the mechanics could get them going a bit better than others. Yeah. Stan Penny in Horsham, he worked for Garth's and International dealers, and Stan knew all about the trucks and used to work on them. But Edgar Ace, but he was the first. Cole Robbie tells me the story about Edgar Ace, but he was the first transport operator to get an R190 in Horsham. But very hot to drive. No heater, of course, you didn't need a heater, and in the summertime you couldn't drive them in thongs, you had to still wear shoes or boots to drive them in the summertime. So
beautiful and warm in the winter.
But being a 90 driver and loving the truck, you put up with that anyway, so it didn't matter much what the conditions were like. And yeah, they had an iconic look about them, and drivers were passionate about their 90s. If they had a swan on the bonnet and the scrolls, and most of them had step tanks on them, fuel tanks under the doors. This one had 44 gallon drums welded together for fuel tanks. At least when it does break down, I'll have a step each side to sit on and work out what's going to happen next. But now looking forward to driving down the road, go to a few truck shows, and when you start these projects, you never think that the end will come, but one day if you keep at it, the end comes. So I'm pretty happy and proud to be a 90 driver, to actually drive them when I was a young fella, 20 years of age, and now I'm 70 and I'm still being able to drive.